Days of downpours have pummeled Queensland and New South Wales, with authorities describing the wild weather as a rain bomb. We have more from Xelinne Ryan-Andrews Calaguas from our Australia Bureau.
Flooding on Australia's east coast has claimed another life overnight, bringing the death toll from the extreme weather to 6 as a rain bomb continued to move south Sunday.
Police in the state of Queensland said a 34-year-old man had died after his car became submerged in floodwaters around 2:30 a.m. on Sunday. While the man was able to free himself from his vehicle and tried to swim to safety, he failed to surface and his body was found a short time later. Huge downpours have battered eastern Australia for the better part of a week, unleashing decade-high floods, inundating homes and roads and sweeping away cars. Adrian Schreiner, Lord Mayor of Queensland's capital city in Brisbane, described the weather system as a rain bomb above southeast Queensland.
The main thing I want to tell residents of Brisbane is to avoid any unnecessary travel at the moment. It is still a dangerous and evolving situation with flooded roads, with a lot of dangerous potholes. Please keep in the loop. If you see anything, report it to the council call centre and our crews will get onto it. But thanks for your patience and understanding.
State Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk pleaded that people living in Brisbane stay home as the weather system moved south Sunday into major residential areas.
In relation to transport, all of our trains are not running in the southeast. The trams on the Gold Coast are, but our train system is down. My understanding is that most bus services are suspended and the Bruce Highway will open later on today. We have over 1,000 schools closed across the southeast, and once again people are heeding the messages and are staying at home during this time. As you can appreciate, there's a lot of water around and our emergency services need to get to people safely and quickly and respond appropriately. As you can see by this is a really big event and the event is not over. With the Mary River, we saw those really high levels in Gympie. We had Mayor George Seymour on the phone. We now expect Maryborough to peak later on today, and they could be very high levels as well.
She said, with intense rain expected to continue into next week, more than 1,400 homes in Brisbane were at risk from the floodwaters. More than 250 people have been moved to evacuation centres, while thousands of homes were without power. Authorities issued 11 emergency alerts in the last 24 hours and responded to 1,800 distress calls. Queensland's Department of Education said more than 100 schools were to remain closed on Monday. The Australian Bureau of Meteorology has issued flood warnings for vast swathes of Queensland and in northern New South Wales, with more than 11.8 inches falling in some areas in the last 24 hours.
Reporting from Logan, Australia, Xelinne Calaguas, Eagle News, we live in interesting times.